Hi there, let me give you a little tour of my teardrop trailer. So this one is made by Cargo Trailers in Montreal, Canada. That's our website. And the model for this particular one is a To-Go Liberty XL. And from what I understand, the XL is because it's a queen size bed inside. I'll show you that in a bit. So one of the fun features that I like on this is we have a solar panel. And the solar panel feeds all the electricity for this little trailer, which is fabulous. Let me show you the kitchen. So the kitchen is in the back, and that solar panel feeds our Dometic cooler. So that's what we call our little fridge. So we put this little stick here just to hold it because the shelf kind of pops out sometimes. So we've got plenty of room in here. And it's plugged into the battery pack. Then, so up in here is some storage. So on one side we put our food up top, and we keep our dishes on the bottom here. There's a little divider just on the bottom one, but the top goes all the way through to the other side, where we tend to keep our toiletries and a little camping stove. We keep some water in some jugs. You never know where you go camping. Sometimes you can't drink the water, so we bring our own water just in case. These here are, so the trailer is 4 years old. We've had it for 2, and the previous owners had it for 2 years. And the previous owner had built these little gadgets on either side, and that's a really great addition. Love it. Because we use a lot of things, like I could put a wine bottle here. It actually fits a wine bottle, or spices, whatever. So we do have some plugins like this that we use if we're plugged in somewhere, but I wouldn't use that plug for if we're just on battery pack. We have more storage here. This is where we put all our pots and pans and whatnots under here. And then we have a nice, really big counter space. Love that. Oh, I've got a light here. So at night we have some nice light so we can see everything. And that's all on battery pack, this here, with the solar panel. So this is what the kitchen looks like opened up. Like this. And come around and show you more. All right, so over on this side, this is where we can plug in if we have a site with electricity. We've added a little type of awning here on this side. This is my husband's side, and right now it's raining. If it's raining really hard, then you want something to cover, because otherwise that's just the bed right there, just the other side of the door. I'll show you in a minute. So you want something to cover so that your bed doesn't get wet. So we just have a little something. We put our little mats. And up here, this is a tent. So that, I'm not sure if that was bought with the trailer or separately. Looks like the brand here, Go Explore. And it's about 100 pounds. So the trailer is right around 900 pounds. This is 100 pounds. So the trailer total is about 1,000. And what's nice about this, so it opens up from the other side. Hang on, okay, so if I'm in this side of the trailer, right up here, when we unzip this little casing, it falls over, and then I just pull on a ladder and it opens it up. The whole thing pops up like a tent. And it's about a queen size bed up top there too. You can put 2 people for sure. I'll show you that in another video. It's raining right now. I won't be opening that. This is what we call our garage. So in here we put, just like odds and ends that we need that we don't want to put in the trailer. If it's raining really hard, like right now it's just a light rain, we're good. If it's raining really hard, even if I have it all closed up, there is water that goes into the bottom a little bit. Not enough to be crazy annoying, but not super fun. Okay, so then we have this awning here. It's attached to the trailer, and you just unroll it, pull out these little legs, and I added the strings there. You don't necessarily need it. Right now it is a few feet longer, but because of the tree, I just rolled it a little bit to make it a little shorter. And it's really easy to pull out, and then you just it's got Velcro. I added little lights. And over here on the outside, I've got a little light here. So at night, you can see where you're going. We have one of these little trusty mosquito things, which, well, most campgrounds really need it. let's be honest. So I've just pulled my little picnic table here under my awning, and it gives you an idea how big it is. Really, the awning is the size of the trailer. So I have room for my picnic table. So right now, I wouldn't get wet under there. So fun fact about this little trailer is that you can move it around manually. So if you've got it set up and you just want to move it a little bit, give it a different angle, you can unhook it from your car and just move it manually. It is 1,000 pounds, but it's on the wheels, and unless you're in like thick sand or very rocky, then it's a little harder to move. But some people will change the tire. Some people change this tire to a bigger one with more grip, and then it's a little bit easier to move. Like here, there's a little bit of sand. It's like a sandy ground. We'd be able to move it here, but it would be a little bit harder if we keep that wheel down to move, because that's going to kind of dig into the sand. But that's kind of a nice convenience of having a tiny trailer. You can just kind of shift it around to move it where you need to. Okay, another part I'd like to show you is this here. So once you're all set up where you want to be, just so that there's no bounce or movement in your trailer, you put these little feet, and all you do is you pull on it like this, drop it. Then I'm just going to step on this top part here, and it dropped this part down, and that's it. Now I've got it all balanced, and there's one on, of course, on both sides. All right, so let me take you inside. So here's my tiny door. I've got a curtain that I just added this shoelace on there to be able to roll it up and leave it up. The previous owners had added the curtain. I think when you buy the trailers, usually you have to add your own curtain to it. All right, so let's go in. So it's much bigger than you'd think it is. My feet don't even touch the end. And yep, like I can only lift up my feet up to here, but I mean, do you really lift up your feet at night? You know, I can lift up my knees. This is just like, you know, my feet go underneath. That's it. So it gives you an idea here. So there's plenty of room. And there's a lot of room overhead. So right now, see, there's quite a bit of room above my head, as you can see. So there's plenty of room here. Now there's these fun little things. There's these lights here. So I've got these nice night lights. So if I want to read at night and you can move that around, I can do what I need to with it. Flip it over. Here I've got a little cup holder. So you come into bed and you have a little drink. No problem. You got a little cup holder next to you. We added these funky lights all the way around just to give it a little fun time. We can choose the colors and everything. I added this piece of jean because I like it dark at night, and that's my battery. It shows me how much power there is in my battery at the moment. So I cover that up. I just tape that there. We've got 2 USB ports. So this is my little funky lights. And here I've got this 12 volt, I think it is, here. And then if we're plugged in somewhere, I do have, I'll turn this light on, you can maybe see better. There's another light up top here. So then I do have this 2 outlets as well. And we each have a spot to put our grabby things. We always keep a little fan. It's a USB fan that I can just plug in if it's hot. And we have a little heater that we can plug in if it's cold. Now, the previous owner added this here, which is really kind of cool. You just pull it out and you can leave, you can put an iPad there and then watch a movie which is kind of funky. It's just a nice little addition that I thought was a smart ad. Now, this, just to give you an idea, this here is, we have each a spot to put our stuff. I don't know, is it getting blurry? There we go. So you can, and we both have that here. And otherwise, up top here is a fan. Let me turn this light off here. So this fan, what's the brand? So that's a Fantastic fan, and it is fantastic. It does work really well, super fast. We're gonna get cooled down when we're in here and it's really hot and muggy, as it has been. The only thing is that sucks up a whole lot of battery power when we're not plugged in. So if we're plugged in somewhere, it's not a problem. You just leave it on if you need to. It actually gets cold. It works almost like an AC, really. But then right now we're just going on battery, and we just would put it a little bit just to cool things down and then turn it off again because it'll suck the battery. And I think that's it for the inside of the trailer. That's it, folks. That's my trailer, and we really love it. Here's a little view. You know, if it's buggy, you just put your thing right there on the wheel, and then you can keep your door open. Listen to the rain.